Alright, so today is finally the day a lot of players have been waiting for, that being the release of Aventurine. I have been on a bunch of different threads and seen a lot of videos of people super excited and have even skipped Acheron just to pull this new character. And while you have seen the video title, you already have an idea where I'm going. Just know this though, always pull for characters that you want. It's your account and you enjoy the game the way you want to enjoy it. I'm not going to question that. You know, just do what you want to do with your own account. So now that I have said that, I'm going to go tell you why Aventurine isn't a must summon character. I know what you're thinking. For those that have watched my build guide video on him, he is great for follow-up attack teams, he puts a huge shield, and he can even debuff the enemy with his ultimate. He fits on Acheron teams and the aforementioned Topaz teams. Why would you suggest and even say he isn't a must summon? The reasoning is the role that he fits in, as well as the time frame he's coming out. Alright, so first you are wondering is what I mean by the role that he fits into. He is a tank and a unit to put shields up constantly. What's wrong with that? The problem isn't that he puts up a shield, that's all fine. However, he doesn't really do a whole lot else compared to other sustained characters that he's competing with. He is joining the big three, that being Luocha, Fushun, and Huahua, who I believe provide quite a bit more compared to Aventurine. Granted, they all have their individual uses and they fit certain team comps, an example being that Aventurine fits on the follow-up attack team, allowing Topaz to really shine. However, past that, he doesn't really shine as much as the other competitors. You look at the other three, and they are all able to provide more in a broader range of teams. Fushun will give you damage mitigation, is able to heal all of your teammates and able to heal herself when she reaches a point to where her HP is low. Luocha is capable of healing an ally without even consuming skill points. Huahua is able to heal 3 units, that's great, but also with her ultimate provide an attack buff and able to restore additional energy so you can get more ultimates fast. So that is also really freaking good. Ultimately, it comes down to if you have 2 of the other sustains, you can just skip when it boils down to it, yes. The bigger aspect here is as you progress further and further with your account, you build up the teams that you love and would want to use. Personally, I love using my dot team and my mix between my Acheron and Jingliu hypercarry teams. And for me, I prioritize Huahua for most of them, as she heals people, gives the attack boost, and helps throw ultimates out faster, minus Acheron of course. I think that for players who lack in the sustain department, they should look at their account and determine if Aventurine is really going to help them long term. Is he capable of being thrown on a bunch of teams and shine? Not so much. Honestly, besides the follow-up attack team, I believe you can skip him. I mean, the other team that would possibly work and people have made realistic arguments for is the Acheron team, but his slot can be replaced with either of the big 3 or even the 4-star in Gallagher, which leads me to my next point, that being the time frame he's coming out. We just had the new best DPS character come out and her damage numbers are beyond dumb. Koyo didn't even test her, or did and decided, you know what, it's alright, we'll just throw her out there, we're gonna make lots of money. Not complaining because my simple brain sees big numbers and I just smile and maybe even giggle a little. But we already have had the drip marketing for the 2 characters coming out in the next patch, that being Robin and Boot Hill. I've already made videos looking over their respective kits, so check those out, but the TLDR is that Robin is a possible must summon as she makes the follow-up attack team do stupid amounts of damage, and she's able to be thrown in on a bunch of other teams as a Harmony character, so that's nice. And Boot Hill is a mix between Silver Wolf and Zila, so as you can imagine, he's going to be doing ridiculous damage to single targets. Then in the 2.3 patch, I do believe that we could be seeing Sam, or Firefly, who will be possibly a contender for best DPS character. Honestly, I would advise people to either A, who have the follow-up team, or B, need a sustained character to get your 1 copy of Aventurine and dip. But for those that don't apply to those 2 circumstances, then skip and get him when he comes out on a rerun.